at the top. Little bitch gon' get me top. Then it's right back to the squad. Louis luggage, marijuana nuggets, coconuts a rock. Tommy boxes on my nuts.
Hello everyone, my name is Viper and welcome to a new video on my channel. In this new video we are gonna cover the Dofus 2.62 major update, the internal conflict, as you can see on the screen. This is a huge update. On this update, it was on the 26th of November and on the Cosmonaut Live that you guys could watch it live. They announced what was going to happen for next year. They announced a lot of stuff. They left Dofus for last, and in Dofus they announced the revamp of Bont and Brakmar, as you will see. And the update is called the Eternal Conflict. You can see on this page there's a lot of stuff. The beta is out, the devlog is out. There's gonna be improved guilds and recruitment system for the guilds, really cool. There is also the trailer that we can watch for the people that miss it. I'm gonna play it right now for you guys.
I remember my city, so beautiful, so proud. When it happened, I wanted to understand. Mama said, it's a bad dream, just a bad dream. Go back to sleep. I remember my city, so dark, so sordid. When it happened, my father had a gleam in his eye. He said, it's a sweet nightmare, a delicious nightmare. Whatever you do, don't wake up.
As you can see, that was the trailer, and as you saw, there is a new Dofus coming out on this update. It's called the Nightmare Doofus. It's around the two cities that you saw, and you have the background here, which means the history. Like a fire constantly stoked, the conflict between White City and Dark City has endured for eons and gradually consumes anyone who gets too close. It is simply part of daily life for Twelvians. So much so that they no longer wonder about how it all started. It all took was a recent and unexpected surge of hatred to reawaken the deepest of buried memories. So it's basically a conflict between the two cities. Everyone knows Bont and Brakmar. It is the classical. Everything is related to it. The revamp seems really cool. We are gonna take a look into it. First of all, as I said, the beta is out for the people that want to try this. A little spoiler here with the NPCs. Yes, there is new NPCs, new everything. It's really cool. You can check the devlog here. We are going to check the devlog, and this is how we will all start. First of all, as you can see, in the end of 2021 we get Bonta and Brakmar. Here is the image. It's completely beautiful. I love it a lot. I actually love it a lot. The NPCs, the quality, I prefer Bonta. I'm a Bonta guy, gonna be honest. I really prefer the Bonta, like the smooth colors. I don't like shocking colors, and I think Brakmar is more shocking, I don't know how to say it, like more bright colors. I prefer more smooth colors from Bonta. I really like it. Starting off, it talks a bit about how it started between the confrontations and Bonta and Brakmar. You know, the history behind it, the background. You can read it if you want. I'll leave all the links in the description. It also follows up the new Pandemonium and Pandala quests, and also it's the chapter 3 of Eucalypts for the people that do the quests and know a bit about the lore. So this is I think the final chapter of Eucalypts is related to Bont and Brakmar, and is related why? Because of the Destroyer's Nightmare new area. This new area is the continuation of Eucalypts. There is some cool stuff here. As you can see, it is really cool. I feel like this was the King of Bonte, if I'm correctly. I'm not quite sure, but it's a nightmarish area, which means this is the nightmares of people, and this is Bonte destroyed here. We can see some more images of like houses getting contorted, eyes, like spooky stuff. There's more here. There's Irkul here for it was a big warrior Irkul. I don't know if he was good or bad. I'm sorry, I don't know much about the lore, but you do Irkul on Ivory. Irkul is an important piece on Ivory. There is also, I don't know who is this NPC, but the face is not. The face is not weird for me. I feel like this is Brakmar stuff as well. As you can see, it's like distorted and killed images. Oh, I spoiled a bit. And with this new area, it also comes new mobs, which are called the Destroyers. They are pretty similar to the Pandemonium mobs, as I said. The area is similar a bit as well. It is still related to Eucalypts for the people interested. I like the mobs. The concept is the same, and I liked it a lot. And with new mobs, they bring new sets, and that's what we want. We want more creativity in our sets. We want more things to use, and you can see it. It says like 30 new equipments. It's really really big. Anyways, that is the Destroyer set, a level 200 set with 3 items focused on chance, agility, pushback damage, critical hits, dodge, range, and MP parry. The relics of Crimson Dawn, a level 200 set with 6 items of equipment, and this set contains 3 items linked to Bonta and 3 items linked to Brakmar. The 3 items linked to Bonta focus on chance, agility, lock, MP parry, critical resistance, and AP. It's a bit related to the items that we already have, which is the Putrid Eye and Sharp Eye, which are like 2. Like one is Brakmar, one is Bonta, and this is like a revamp of it, you know, a more dark side-ish to it. The Brakmar side has strength, intelligence, dodge, AP parry, pushback resistance, and NMP. And the set was designed so that the penalties on the Bonta equipment are counterbalanced by the bonuses of the Brakmar equipment and vice versa. Which means they are made to be played together. That's what this means. It also gave us 3 new weapons that don't make part of the sets, but they are just completely new. They are separate, and a new level 180 Nightmarish Dofus with a support focus. I'll show everything. You can see it here. Like vitality on these amulets, they are cool. They can be used. I've seen them used a lot, as you can see here. I think you can see it. I'm pretty sure you can. There we go. You can see it. They've been used a lot. They can be used for new stuff. We go on to next, the 3 new weapons. This site is really good for Sadidas. Overall, the really big damages. I like the 3 new weapons are the things I like the most. Really well made. I'm really happy. On to the new sets. As you can see, it gives minus resistances. These sets. This is Crimson Dawn. This is the Crimson Dawn sets. My bad. But then the other ones give back the resistances that the other ones lost and give minus the resistance that the other ones gave, so they kinda balance each other. And yes, it's a level 200 6-item piece, as you can see on the right. It's something new, something I'm pretty surprised, something that can work. It does give a lot of stats for the maybe multi-element build. It does give minus 40% crit res with critical chance, which means you cannot really use it for PVM to crit, like to get the maximum damage out. But we never know. There's some classes that might get some value from it. And in the end, we finish off with the Nightmare Doofus that gives you 1000 initiative, and when the bearer applies a shield, allies within 3 cells or less are healed by 7% of their HP. And if the bearer unbewitches a target, allies within 3 cells or less gain 150 power for 1 turn, it stacks one time and it cannot be unbewitched, and each effect can only be triggered once per turn. But if both are triggered on the same turn, the bearer receives 10% additional damage for one turn and it cannot be dissipated. It's kinda tricky, kinda hard to use. Maybe Masquerader would be the most easy to use because they can unbewitch and shield. Maybe in the Nrips they can also unbewitch and shield. There's a lot of stuff that can be used. Maybe in the Nrips Dofus, we never know. Overall, we need to wait and see. But I don't dislike the Dofus. I like the style pretty much. I like the fire and ice style. Not bad at all. Then we have the city revamps, as you know. Really, really cool. I'm gonna show you. This is like the resource market, I feel like. Really, really cool. The stuff on... I really liked it. It depends, because people don't like it. Some people like it. It's up to the people. I know some people don't really like the new... how can I say? Some people are not used to sudden changes. They need to get used to it. But after a while, everyone forgets it and everyone likes it. No, I'm not going to say everyone likes it, but most of the people tend to like it in the end. I'm going to keep scrolling. As you can see, there's some really cool stuff. The inns, the throne. Oops. The throne. You also have the bounties here. You have the rune market. Actually, I don't know. Maybe the hunter's workshop. On the Bonta side, we have the fisherman workshop. The statue of Jahash. Really, really pretty. I really love this. This is, man, this is insane. Actually, it's so pretty. The towers of Bonta is so pretty as well. I love the bluish and white. I don't know how to say, like the marmor. I don't know how to say this stone, but it's really, really pretty. I really love this stone. Bonta is my favorite. Like, this color's Bonta is by far my favorite. I'm a Bonta guy by far. The throne as well here. The entrance to the militia, if I'm correct, or the Tower of Marion orders. I'm not 100% sure. Once again, the statues are beautiful. And I think this is another inn right here. A really, really beautiful stuff here. And now we have the new NPCs. So this is the new Marion NPCs. They are cool. They are not that bad, but I like the new style they adopted. They needed a refresh. They needed to refresh their NPCs, and they did. On the side of Bonta, they did the same. They are pretty similar. They refreshed it as well. I like the Bonta. They kept the art and the story they had from before. Kind of the same shape, kind of the same story. I like it a lot. There's also some new NPCs around the town. This is like a baker, a smith, like a thief, I guess. The king. Pretty sure this is the King Danathor, if I'm 100% sure. And a mage as well. Another mage. Maybe a smith. I don't know what the hell this is on Kama. And sure, I don't know. Other than that, we have other NPCs, really cool NPCs to be honest, really cool NPCs, a baker, I don't know what that, some stuff I really don't know what the hell this is, oops. But there's also some stuff that I think you should watch. This is how Bonta will look like. It is really pretty. As you can see, it's kind of similar, in the end it's kind of similar. Big point here, there is no more Zappies. You cannot use Zappies anymore in Bonta and Brakmar. Here is Brakmar as well. I find Brakmar insane. I prefer Bonta, but I find Brakmar map completely insane. I love it so much. It's so, like, I don't know. I have no words. It's so well made. Congratulations to Onkamo on this update. Really big congratulations. Then we have the update to both Bonta and Brakmar sewers. They are both getting upgraded. As you can see here, really cool pictures on both of the sewers. And with that, since the sewers are getting upgraded, the rats are always also getting upgraded, including the Bonta rat, which I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like. Not my style. Didn't buy me. The what the hell is this? The D'Artagnan kinda-ish Bonta rat. But on the other side, I did like the black rat. They kept the style of the black rat. It's pretty similar. This I don't mind, but the black rat is pretty similar. I really like the black rat. They kept the style, and props to them. On the other side, we have revamped equipment for the black and white rat dungeons, as you can see. You can check it after, there's nothing special here. And now there is a new little thing coming out to Dofus, which is the Gobol. It's the most iconic sport in the game, as it says here. And for the people that watch Wakfu or the series, you already know what is this based on. It's like a sport in Dofus with a ball, kind of like Raby, but not like Raby with super abilities and stuff. You can check out the abilities here. You can throw the target, you can carry the target, you can push back, you can heavy state. There's a lot of things you can do. The spells, I cannot say much because I still need to play the game to test it out, but it seems really fun. Other than that, I think we can move on to the other stuff, which is houses and paddocks. So houses and paddocks have been changed as well. They look really cool, gonna be honest. Instead of the wooden, like boring and dull stuff, they look really cool now. You can also flex. There are also like guild houses where you can flex your best, let's say, looks. If you have a Wither Beanie, a Twitch Shield, you can flex it here, or you can flex it in Bonta. There's a lot of stuff where you can flex it. And there's also new quests and achievements. You can get the new reward for a level 1500 quests. There's also a new ornament, new dungeon, as you saw, new items, a lot of stuff you can do. The treasure hunts cannot be done anymore in the cities. Really important for the people that don't know. And now there is class balancing. I'm not going to read this. We are going to use the French beta changelog. I'll just translate, as you can see. Bam. So we saw all this, blah 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 blah, and this is what people in my YouTube channel care. This is the Tyrannical Nerf. Kra got finally nerfed on Tyrannical, and so what changed, Viper? So, but you cannot like positioning, like swapping, transposition, assault, radius. What can I say? A lot of stuff cannot longer trigger Tyrannical. Attraction, let me think. Attraction, Calcaneus from Ugi, attraction from Sec, condensation from Sec, what more? Therapy from Helio, wailing from Srem. These spells can no longer trigger Tyrannical. You can only launch Tyrannical once per turn, and the damage has been reduced to a third or even less, like from 13 to 10. So it's been reduced to a third, and it can be even less. Tactical Beacon can no longer be casted turn 1, which I like a lot. I mean, Paralyzing Arrow does no longer reduce -4, it reduces -3 AP. You can only stack it once, which is really nice. Icy Arrow, or Frozen Arrow for the people that don't know in English, you can only stack it once as well. Striking no longer reduces 3 AP, it only reduces 2 AP now. And you can see if someone has a striking arrow on their effects. Erosive Arrow can only stack twice now as erosion. I'm gonna zoom it a bit, I think it's much better for you guys to see. Retaliation, which is reprisal. Reprisal got reworked, okay? Some people will not like this, but yeah, reprisal got reworked. It applies the gravity state and the retaliation state, which means when you use it, it applies the gravity state. If someone hits you, they will be -100 AP, -100 MP on their next turn, which means you reprisal, they hit you, on their next turn they are -100 MP. If you do it on an ally, you still gravity, by the way. If you do it on an ally, the ally doesn't get gravity, but if they hit your ally, on the next turn they are -100 MP. It's a bit weird. The cost is no longer 4 AP, it's 3. You have one more range. You can launch online. I don't know what this means. And the recost interval is less. That can change a bit. That can make a bit of difference. On the Ozamoda side. Ozamodas, some people say it's a nerf. Some people say it's not. We will see. The area of effect of line and cone 1 like it's been from a line like to a line to a cone, dragonic. The range has been decreased. It does not require line of sight now, and the damage has been a slight decreased, as you can see here. But overall, they say it's a modification. They say it's an a buff. It's a bit weird. Doesn't know. Another buff on Revamped in cells. I don't know which this year. Maybe it's I think it's Spark Million. It causes fire damage to enemies or it heals allies, and it does a Dragon Charge, but it needs a target. So before you could have done it without needing a target, but now you need a target. You can only stack it once. I think this means you can only stack it once. It's a bit weird from a gamma. This from level max level 162, it got the same damage. They didn't seem to change anything. Oh no, now it doesn't deal damage, it heals. So it heals this. Care, I think it's heal. Geyser got buffed on the critical chance, and the damage got buffed a bit. So the chance got buffed a bit. The repelling proc, which I don't know, I actually don't know, got nerfed quite a lot. Okay, it's an agility spell. It got nerfed quite a lot. Aquatic Wave got buffed, so you vuln more. So basically this means this spell used to vuln between 125% to 105%, and now only vulns 115%. The range has been increased, gives you a charge if it gets a target. So it's kind of a buff, I don't quite know. Transversal scale, I don't know, it just changed the area of effect. Plamo, they buffed the damage a bit on a critical blow. The max range has been increased, and the throw per target has been decreased though. Plucking, which is an agility trap, it got damage increased, which is nice, and the range as well. People play it, so it's kind of a good nerf. Constriction only got the critical reduced. Crackler Strike only got the critical increased. Dragon Heart can only be used once per turn now. It got a bit buffed. Woolim Drumstick, or I think with Woolly Sledgehammer, only reduces from -10 to -40. It got nerfed on the critical, and on max level it got buffed on the first cast and nerfed on the second cast, which is a bit weird because before it did less damage on the first and more damage on the second. On the buff 2 shield, or the Gobol shield, the shield is only 75% for 2 turns now. It's 2 range, you can stack it 4 times, but it crits a bit more. It's kind of a buff here. On flight, I don't quite know, I think it's the spell that jumps over. It got buffed a bit, which is interesting. No, this is the spell that jumps over. Flight, I actually don't know, but it got buffed a bit. Spell that jumps over is Gambol. Gambol got buffed, less AP and more damage. That's a really good nerf to Agility Oza. Critical Bow is lethal. Okay, you cannot kill crit Tourbillon, which is, I think, a Hurricane or something. You cannot crit Batra. Okay, the Natural Preserve, now everyone gets 2 MP for 1 turn. The area of effect is not around summons, I guess it's around everyone now, and you can recast it for 3 turns. Whip can do it only once per target, I think. Bestial Balance has been changed, which before you got it at level 15, 82 and 149, now you get it 125 and 192, and it becomes the variant. It becomes the spot of puncture. A bit interesting. And you can use it more than 1 turn. That's it. The order changes like this as well. Puncture now becomes the variant of like Balanced Beast, I think. The ranks also changed, and the range got a bit nerfed. You started 4. Not that it matters. A level 200 will only care, so it maintains the level 80. This is nothing that we care about. Nothing that we care about, honestly. Now the rogue buff. The rogue buff is a bit weird, to say the least. Not something you are really interested on, and not something I can really know. But the combo bonus has been increased, so has been nerfed. early levels it deals more damage, later levels it deals less damage, like really less damage. You can get it now up to 15. I think you could have only got it to level 10 before. But yeah, on level from 1 to 10, it starts to scale, but then goes down, but then goes up again. It's something that they made fun. About this, I don't really know. To be honest, I don't know much about this. You can check it. Maybe if DeFi does an upgrade, you'll probably do an upgrade on this. We will see. On the other side, you can now only stack AP and MP reduction 2 times. Magnetization also stacks, I guess correctly. Free Rider, I don't know what it does, but you can only... Oh, okay. Free Rider is, I think it's Deception. You can only reduce it from -3, it's only -2 now. Pulsar, minimum range is 1. Detonator doesn't need a line of sight. Interloop becomes a variant of Ambulant Bomb. Wobbler's Disease becomes a variant of Stratagem. It's a bit of a modification onto the Rogue side. Kaboom got nerfed, which means Rogue cannot buff anymore. Some changes like Robler Bot got upped and debugged, which is nice. Nothing special. Big nerf onto the Secretary side now. Berserker got nerfed. It's really important. I was asking for this a lot, and basically the nerf is the AP cost of the spell is only reimbursed by half, which means it costs 1 AP. It takes away 75% and not 50. The max final damage you can get now is 12%, which I really like. It's a bit better, and I don't think you can use any protective spells now. On the Sadida, nothing special. I feel like you cannot push 3. There we go. Like the Groot, the 3 Ant can no longer be pushed, which is interesting. It's like a hidden buff, you know? People that are seeing this, pay attention. Mist, you can cast it turn 1 as well. Really good. And Forbury and Furrow got a bit nerfed on the range. Nothing special. I don't think it will change a lot. And I mean, that is it for the major 2.62 update, the internal conflict. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. I really like the major, in my opinion. I like the changes, I like the major, I like the new stuff on the beta, I like everything. If you have any questions, don't forget to join my Discord. I hope you all guys liked it. I'll see you guys in the next time. Goodbye.
But what they don't know is we don't care. We're gonna keep it on going till we can't go no more.